You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we got a couple of things involving Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. We got the first look at the training camp roster now for the Indiana Fever, and we also have a startling comparison that has shown up online of Caitlin Clark. We all know that Caitlin's been in the weight room, right? In this offseason to bulk up. I mean, Lord knows she's got to prepare for taking the pounding of the season that is coming. And unfortunately, I've said this before, I believe the league is going to continue to treat her in the same manner they treated her this past season. And so Caitlin Clark is essentially putting on a suit of armor this offseason, right? So this offseason, Clark made it her mission to build more muscle going into year 2 in the WNBA, quote, trying to get stronger, like a lot of time in the weight room. She said a couple of weeks ago on the Bird and Taurasi show, it's something I kind of enjoy. It's been pretty easy for me to spend time in there and really work on that as part of my game. On Saturday, a fan posted a side-by-side of Clark throwing a shirt and a mini basketball into the stands. The picture on the left was taken on Tuesday at the Indiana Pacers NBA playoff game, while the one on the right was at an actual Fever game last year. Right here. Let's check this out. It is amazing. So that's last year during the season. All right. And this is this year. Good grief. I mean, there's a serious difference through the shoulders and the arms, just in general. I mean, Caitlin Clark has put some real muscle on. I mean, you could tell her entire frame is larger, and it's fine. It's an athletic larger. All right, it's a suit of armor larger, and she's gonna need this. All right, she's gonna need this going into this season. So that's pretty astonishing. You know, we've seen other pictures, but it's the side by side that really does this shit justice. All right? It is. I mean, look how much thicker she is through there. So maybe when she takes a clothesline, I mean, you got to wonder at this point, are the Chicago Sky Games going to be the same as they were last year? Can we expect an incident during every game, Kathy Engelbert? Or when they play the Dallas Wings, can we expect an incident in that game? Dejanay Carrington. Of course, she goes for the eyes, so it wouldn't matter anyway. So, as the new season approaches, it marks year 2 for fan favorite Caitlin Clark, and she returns to a revamped Fever roster. With the hiring of new head coach Stephanie White and an aggressive push in free agency, Indiana has reshaped its team in a big way. On Saturday, the Fever took another step forward by officially announcing their training camp roster. The core still features the core group that drove last year's success: Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Lexi Hall. However, the Fever have made key acquisitions to bolster their depth and experience. Well, let's just go over here. Here it is right here. They put this out earlier today. Our 2025 training camp roster is set. There it is right there. Number 0, Kelsey Natasha Howard. Number 6, Aaliyah Boston, 7. Sophie Cunningham, 8. Can't wait to get that jersey. Lexi Hull, 10. Brianna Turner, 11. Dantes, she's 12. Jillian Adeline, 14. Yvonne Yims, 15. Jacqueline Brown. Michaela Timpson. Caitlin Clark. Bree Hall. DeWanna Bonner. Sydney Colson. I got to tell you, I really hope this Caitlin Clark kid, I hope she shows up and she's able to stick around. By the way, I wasn't the only one to make that joke. I really hope Caitlin Clark makes the training camp. There we go, right there. Right there. A lot of people pulling for Bree. I've seen that a lot this since the draft. Praying for 22 to make the final cut. We are. We got this. Yeah. The max amount of players that make a roster. How about 12? Wow. WNBA needs a farm club league like a G League NBA. Sad to see a lot of talent that will never get a chance to showcase. You know, I saw something about that the other day. Not to get on a rant, and I'm not going to, but I don't know how they would financially support it. Okay, I think that would be because the NBA has got the G League and so many more players, this, that, and the other. Even with the new television revenue contract, you run the risk if you're sending people to some kind of G League of you've got to pay them some kind of a salary. Well, is that cutting into the salaries of the players that you're trying to get more money for right now? Yeah, it would. So, I mean, I just, do they need it? Probably, especially for like missed layups and things like that. I'm kidding, but I'm not at the same time. Going to be an incredible season. The core, new fever, team built around the GOAT. Exciting times. Oh, man, it's been a long day. The NFL draft and this Shedeur Sanders thing has been nuts. Please don't cut 22. I like her, and I think most fans do too. And as you can imagine, overwhelmingly positive response all the way down. We're getting close, folks. We're getting very, very close to preseason now. All right, we're within a week away of the return. That Brazilian national game, preseason game in Iowa, I can't wait to see what that visually looks like on TV. I think that's going to be a fantastic watch. And I believe that game, if I'm not going crazy, I don't know if it's on ESPN. I think it might be. I'll have to look. But I'm pretty sure that game is going to be televised. If it's not televised on an actual network, it would be on the WNBA app, I would assume, that you can get. Yeah, I actually got that sucker last year. The WNBA app. Whatever it is. League Pass, is that what it is? Something like that. Tell me what you think. Black and white sports supporters. Season's getting closer. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.